The upgrade of the old Honiara International Wharf will no longer involve simply refurbishing the existing structure, but will instead include a complete replacement of the wharf. Minister of Infrastructure Development, Honourable Ricky Fuo, made the statement in response to the opposition leader question on the old Honiara International Wharf upgrade project. Honourable Fuo said the revised design of the wharf is expected to be finalised in June. The project is expected to cost around 380 million Solomon dollars.
The project was just supposed to replace, reconstruct one of the sections of the berth 1 of the international port. However, due to assessments that was carried out, it found out that the other section, so the berth 1 has 2 sections. One was constructed in 1983 and the other was later constructed in 1988. So the initial project was supposed to just redo in 1983 section and a little bit touch up now on 1988 section. However, with the assessment that was carried out, finding that the 1988 section of berth 1 needed replacement altogether instead of just a refurbishment. So basically now we have to, before go back to design which is expected to complete by May and then finalizing it by July. So that's the current status of the project. So just on figures, no more the original the amount that was allocated for the project was the 193 million. However, with these findings that we had, so increasing project golona 380 million. So once design is finalized around July, we should start commencing construction.
Opposition leader Honourable Matthew Wale in questioning the project's cost question, whether government should consider having Solomon Ports fully fund the project rather than acquiring financial support through a loan and grant arrangement with the Asian Development Bank, ADB. SIBC News understands that the project's funding arrangement will involve a shared responsibility between Solomon Ports and ADB. The ADB will provide the necessary financial support through a combination of loans and grants to the government.
Understanding from Solomon Ports, sir, is that half by me come out from cash reserves below Ports Authority, and then another half now come out from ADB. Of course, this is a project that Ports have built himself. No need for give him out any contractor. They cost hemi barava high. We have a terrible history in these cost overruns and budget overruns and over something here. In front of Hyundai, you will see, Mr. Speaker, Ports building domestic wharf lot there for around $26 million. And of course, the upgrade over Dimlo Noro, they did that themselves also for a fraction of the projection where Minister Hemi Talem come in. From the internal information from Ports, the projected overruns in Vogoho over 700 million. So obviously, we're not getting the full picture in terms of design implications or the cost implications of the redesign. But however, sir, so my question is, why are we seeking for this to be done by ADB and to be contracted out when Ports can do it within its cash resources? And if they need to borrow, they can borrow directly from ADB to do it.
Meanwhile, Minister of Finance and Treasury, Honourable Hari Kumar, assured Parliament that the funding arrangement had been thoroughly negotiated and agreed upon by all parties involved.
This project comes under LMCP program with the Asian Development Bank, and it is a program that has been negotiated and agreed on for a very long time. Consultation may be done with Ports Authority as well as Ministry of Finance and MID. And at that time, Portem actually accept them together with the government to have this loan. And of course, taken by the ministry, the government, and then on lend to Ports Authority. And there is always a government contribution to these loans, one in terms of in-kind, maybe tax exemption on some materials also. But of course, Port can put in any cash contribution towards that as well. In terms of cost overrun, we understand that because of delay and time drag along the project here, there is always a cost overrun on project as times move on, cost of things moves on, increase also. So there is opportunity as well. The government can, and together with the port, can talk with the Asian Development Bank on those aspects.